Hey everybody, I am Spegtacular, the Silver Stacular. I'm here with Coin Guy. We got some stuff going on in the world. We got to talk about it. It definitely influences what's going on with precious metals. And we got the Coin Guy right here. What's up, Coin Guy?
I thought it would have influenced more with the trial yesterday. Hi everybody, hello. We're in summer here now. It's like 95 degrees. It is hot in Florida.
It's hot. So go back home, right?
It's hot in Florida. I had a number of customers, a lot of visitors this week. I went through a couple of t-shirts. One I gave away, one I sold. When you spend enough thousands, I give you a t-shirt. That's just me.
Enough of these? Enough thousands?
Yeah.
How crazy is that, huh? I don't think I've seen a $1,000 bill in your store before, have I?
Oh yeah, I got the $1,000 bill.
Yeah.
I don't get them that often. Yeah, I picked that up the other day. This is a low-end one. It's got a couple of holes in it, one tiny ink mark, but it's $1,000.
Man. So
I got room.
if I give you $1,000, it's pretty much an
I'll
even
give you
trade,
half
right?
of it.
You just cut it in half. That's great, guy. Old Grover Cleveland.
I showed it to a little guy the other day. He got a kick out of it. I had one person come in and say, "How come that $100 bill is so expensive?" I said, "Count the zeros."
Yeah, one more zero, buddy. That's funny. Well, that's cool. Seeing stuff you don't normally see.
No, I don't usually have I haven't had 1,000 probably in 8 months.
That's kind of your business, though. Seeing stuff you don't normally see on a daily basis, right?
We sold four ounces of gold today, and we haven't sold 4 ounces of gold in the last month. People just don't have 2,400 to drop. But circumstances of people, it's running both ways. People are dumping. It's a good exchange back and forth for people who need the money or need to sell. The numbers are such that they want to take some money off the table. And then there are those who are just discovering that maybe I should own some gold and silver.
So people are finding out that they may want to own gold and silver.
Yeah, and we have quite an inventory right now. Not gold. I have no ones. I have some fractionals. I have somebody supposed to come in tomorrow. People need a few bucks. Sometimes they're painting a house. Sometimes they need an AC unit. Different reasons they need a few dollars. But what I did grab was a couple of books. We showed the books last time, and I got some comments about that. People thought that was pretty interesting.
Yeah, the book video is really fun.
Yeah. This is more book. These are for sale. This is a book just on colonial. This is colonial paper. Almost a history book. It's pretty cool. It's got pictures, and it just shows you colonial right through into revolutionary.
That colonial stuff is so much fun, guy. I love the handwritten signatures.
Yeah, I've got a couple at home in my curio like this.
Oh, the Fujio one.
Yeah.
Oh, how cool, huh? That is awesome.
But it's got color prints. It's, it's a specialized book, and it tells a story. I mean, this is from 1990, but they don't really, it's there. This is like $15, and you got to pay shipping on this.
Now the cross, right? Or Kraus? How do you say that?
Kraus.
Kraus, yep.
And this is a book that specialized on elongated, yesterday elongated. And this is just what elongated is. You see them everywhere.
So we've thrown them under a railroad, on a railroad
No, they put
track.
them in a machine like Nate has back there.
Oh, he's got
that
one?
you use to, we don't make them, but it's the same machine you use if you're running out some gold and he has to melt a button of gold, and then he needs some of it, in a different form, so that he can use it to extend a ring or something of that nature. But you put it in the machine, you turn the wheel. We have the hand cranked one. We're not modernized.
Listen, I've definitely put coins on a railroad track before, and it does something like that.
From the expo, all kinds of ones that come in. These books are very low mintage. They don't make a lot of them. I have a big one at home like this thick, and I think it has 150 were made.
Okay.
I remember buying it at an auction. I was in a competition with someone. It was one of those contests between two old men, and I wanted to pay $150 for this book. But the book might be worth $500 to the right person, because these books are a wealth of knowledge. You just don't find these on every bookshelf. You're not going to find this book maybe 1 in 100 libraries. I mean, this is a book on elongated coins.
And you're selling it?
Yeah, I have others. So
As we've talked about before in that video about the books, man, some of those books are very expensive.
Yeah, this is a hard book to find. I mean, this book is like 25 bucks, but
Pretty cool.
it's got what you need.
Oh,
this
25
one is
bucks.
15.
That's not
I
a
have
bad
two
deal
of
at all.
these.
That's a decent deal.
Yeah, I mean, it's not. I'm not asking 100 for it, but it's pretty cool, interesting.
What's that little green thing?
Now I bought this the other day. We looked it up, got surprised. This is the 125th anniversary medal, 1983
Of the American Numismatic Society.
of the ANA. This got a pretty box. Got a heck of a price, 1983. We find these online for $700. Shake the pillows of heaven numbers. The silver one is 2,000 bucks.
Super heavy.
Yeah, but pretty nicely made.
It's amazing.
I have room on that.
Well, you said that this is actually a cheap price from what you've seen.
We see them all going for $7.
Oh, it's so nice. So is that 233? I wonder if that's the actual serial number.
Where do you see 233?
233.
Oh, maybe it is.
556, 223. That might be a low number, guy. Might have to up the price, huh?
This is Marcel Jovine.
Oh, Marcel, huh? Fancy.
Marcel Jovine. Nicely, I think it's made nice.
It's amazing.
And this breaks down all the pictures on here. Just tells you which coins, what row it's in, and what they are.
Very cool stuff, guy.
Yeah, I mean, they're honoring, you know, the minting process.
Back to the point of you just never know what's going to come in that store.
And
huh?
like I said, that's part of the game of staying in the business.
Yeah.
I just love the game. You never know what's going to come in, and now it becomes where we're going to go from here on this.
Guy, I just want to take a minute and let people know that down below the video in the description, I'll have like your physical address here for the store, your phone number, and in case people want to check you out,
Definitely, definitely.
What's next?
It's been an eventful week.
Well,
but-
silver and gold took a shellacking today.
Gold dropped like 80 cents today. I really thought that after the trial yesterday, gold and silver would explode, but like I always said, the powers that be influence everything ahead of it, or they get ahead of it, and they dump, whatever it takes.
Yeah.
2 million ounces. I had an article I was reading, and I can't find it right now, how much, there's like 1 or 2 ounces of silver in every car between electric connectors, different points. So if the
Is that
auto
ounces
industry,
or pounds?
no, ounces,
Oh, okay.
couple ounces in every car. So if you look at the auto industry, and if they make 10 million less cars one year, that's 20 million ounces of silver.
Sure.
I'm sure there's a lot more in trucks. It's just something they were talking about, how you don't think about those kinds of things of how much precious metals are in a car.
Right.
I know catalytic converters. I know a guy who used to get those and use them, buy them, and he used to resell them. And for platinum and palladium, they were in them.
Right.
And they used to run pretty high. Now, speaking of palladium, I
Shellacking.
remember, God, a year and a half ago, I sold an ounce of palladium for like 2,700. It's like, I think it's like 950 right now.
Yep.
I mean, it's taken a beating. But, that's the game we play.
Lower than platinum.
Oh, yeah, about $100 under platinum.
How crazy, huh?
Yeah, but then again, palladium has been very volatile. I remember picking up palladium for a client about a dozen years ago, and I paid $3.50 an ounce for it in bars.
Mm-hmm.
$3.50 then. Platinum at that time was $2,400. You got platinum at $1,050, $1,025 as we speak, and palladium is $925. I guess it flips like that. It has something to do with the palladium is used mostly in trucks, or the catalytic converters in trucks, and its production has dropped, or maybe the electric trucks don't need it.
Now with platinum, aren't you kind of a big, when platinum comes in the store, you just often kind of just hold on to it?
I picked up a half an ounce of platinum Monday, I think. I just keep them. Yeah, I like platinum. I think As I said, I've heard it is 15 times rarer than gold, and it will have its day. I just decide to keep it. Just where it is.
I mean, it was an exciting time for, I think, all of us when silver hit, 30, and then it bounced beyond 30.
33 it got up to, yeah.
Yeah. So you think from around this point that we're coming well under 30, or this is going to be like kind of a holding point?
I think it's going to go right. Look, 3 days ago, silver was 31.86. 31.86.
Yeah.
Now it's 30.35. It's $1.50 in 3 days. I should have sold my scrap silver that day. I waited. He who hesitates gets creamed. Yeah, I got like 350 ounces I'm looking at. Cost me $1,000.
What'd you write right here? What is this?
Trump trial. Because that's like a watershed there.
Yeah.
I will never go to New York City again. I've made up my mind. There's something wrong there. There really is something wrong there. How they're allowed to openly do this.
Are you telling me it's not okay for a judge to give political contributions to certain sides and then try somebody who's on the opposite side?
He should have been, we don't like to talk politics, but this it did affect the markets today. And it's laced, and I heard all about it all day today. People are disgusted, people are angry. You made up rules. The guy never knew what he's really been charged with. But those who sit in the ivory towers, they're gleeful right now. I think it's a black eye for my country. That's what I don't like. You've cheapened the presidency, not because of the man, but because of the way you use the judicial system to go after him.
What happens in like communist countries, Guy, when like a opponent doesn't like his?
Yeah. Well, look at what is it? Putin. His enemies fall off buildings everywhere.
It's coincidence.
You've weaponized the whole thing, and that's what they've done. They've openly weaponized it, and this might turn around on them. What I really was interested about was it 2 weeks ago? They had the Met Gala. I think people accomplish things. They deserve to be valedictorians. They deserve the medals that they get. But you have those people who carry on about it the most, who feel that everybody should have a participation award. Meanwhile, there's 40 awards nights for Oscars and all that. And you've heard this before, but I'm going to be a broken record about it. I looked at the Met Gala. Do you people know how much that cost? $75,000 a ticket, $350,000 for a table. With a ticket, you didn't get a table. You got to correspond a table later. $50 million for the Met to go there. And did you see the costumes? Because these were costumes. I think that the theme was gardens and spring. They must have had $20 million. One dress took 5,000 hours to make.
Jeez.
All of the elite, the ones who tell everyone else how they're supposed to live, they were all in pictures everywhere. Meanwhile, the police were in the streets, and I've seen this on Fox News, fighting the demonstrators who were trying to get to it. The the protesters, they were not there to defend the Jewish students at NYU and such, but they were protecting the elites. And how did the elites pay them back? They had a toast. They all stood up and yelled, "Let them eat cake." Where have I heard that before? I made that up. But this is like the French Revolution. The point is, these people spend $70 million on a party. And meanwhile, you complain about everybody doesn't have. Once again, it's a certain group of people are protected, and that's all I'm going to say about it. I'm annoyed about it. I really am annoyed.
Well, I'm sure a lot of your customers are annoyed too. They come in here and they voice.
I hear it every day.
Like today, for instance, after the trial was yesterday, how many people came in the store talking about it?
Oh, half.
Yeah.
Half the people, and we had a busy day. That's at least 10 people.
I couldn't get into your parking lot. It was so busy. I had to drive around for a little bit.
It's a crazy thing.
What else you got going on in here? Anything fun?
I brought this together.
Okay.
I've shown this kind of assortment before, but
You're gonna bring it back.
Canadian.
Oh, I just noticed you got some fancy rings. We got to talk about those in a minute too. Don't let me forget.
Oh, these, I wear these all the time. No.
Oh, you got like the Dos Peso.
2 peso and 2.5.
Look at that, huh?
Mexican.
Oh, those will fly off the shelf right there.
750, 550.
Oh, that's cheap for that.
It is cheap. I think it's about melt.
Yeah.
You got to realize the cores are, this is 21 karat stuff.
That's cool.
But
All
I
right, so
got
what
a
do we got
bunch
here?
Canadian dollars.
Canadian.
All different dates.
Can I play?
Go ahead.
Can I grab one? Got the goose.
63.
I like a good goose, you know?
Yeah, good for you. Here's a 55.
You got the canoe.
Although there's some brand new ones, and it goes back to 55 at least. I mean, this is a 64. I know that one. $20 each.
That's a pretty good price right there.
Yeah.
For these big, like, dollars.
Yep.
Yeah.
I want to sell at least lots of $500. So, you mean that, you know.
What do you think, Guy?
With the math, that's about 25.
You think you may move to Canada one day?
Not likely.
Not for you.
Not
for
likely.
you. I got you. So you better sell these then if you can't move there.
Yeah, well,
They're beautiful.
I mean, I'm selling them for $1 over melt.
That's ridiculous.
You can't buy U.S. silver dollars for $1 over melt.
That's ridiculous.
And this is a dimes, quarters. I have some
only
of
the
them, but not a
coin
lot.
guy.
But this is a thing I've accumulated. I don't usually show it unless I've got enough to fill a couple of orders.
Yeah.
Then again, you might get one person say, hey, I got 3,000 to spend, I'll take them all.
Yeah. How's the Morgan and Peace dollar section going? People still into this old stuff?
Yeah. I've picked up more CCs. I picked up that one today.
Which one?
This GSA in the corner.
Can I see it?
Sure. I bought that.
I think a few people on the
around
comments,
noon.
only a few, actually really like the GSAs. And the Carson Cities, I mean.
Carson Cities, a lot of people who don't collect silver dollars collect CCs.
Yeah.
I mean,
There's a couple of them out there, maybe one or two.
they've been coming in steadily, and they've been going out as fast as they come in.
Let me see this thing. Oh, how pretty. Not to get sidetracked, Guy, but actually I saw a big online dealer on their sell page, how you can sell to them. Mm-hmm. They were saying that they are just loaded full of sell orders right now. And they're going to end up basically prioritizing the people that had the largest orders first. And so if you are a little, holder of precious metals, you might not be able to sell your stuff in a timely manner.
Well, I don't think this is, I mean, I have a lot, and I ain't selling. I really don't think, I think it's going to hit the fan yet. Unfortunately, too many of this country's enemies, you see where they're circling Taiwan, and they're putting on, the Chinese are putting on exercises. Like I said, I don't know if our military ever went to war college. It's pretty scary what I see happening all around the world. Signs of weakness bring out the bullies. Yeah. And that's the other reason.
Well,
you need somebody who may not be perfect in the White House. Maybe I need a bit of a pirate in the White House because people fear and respect him rather than Mr. Magoo. Right. That's just me. I said that in the beginning.
Guy, listen,
it's scary.
You're not selling because you got diamond hands, but you got some people out there with some paper hands. And, everybody sells for a reason, but what do you think about the people that want to sell because it was an investment of $2 or $3 of silver? You know what I mean? Like all they got is a couple bucks out of it.
Some people have to. As I said, they run into situations now in Florida. The cost of insurance has gone up, both car and house insurance. They need money for, last week, I had a guy with an AC unit, had to put in an AC unit, called me on Sunday. They were upset, and it's Mother's Day. I said, I'm cooking, because I was a professional cook for 35 years. I said, I'm not going to stop now. The wife will kill me. But, and the next morning, they were here on the dot, and they got the money for the AC unit.
Yeah.
At least, the thing is it's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it.
Sure.
And they had it, so they were able to get what they needed. But, this stuff will always sell. I will always buy it. CCs move. I don't care. I've got, 2 dozen here. Not a big deal. I've probably in the last 2 months handled 90 or 100 of them. They've been coming and they go all the time.
All right, guy. So let's say that you did buy 100 cc's. How many of those cc's were counterfeit? Generally.
I generally see, I probably see a counterfeit CC 2 or 3 a month.
Really?
Yeah.
Very
The 100
common.
I bought, I think in the last couple of groups I had 2 or 3 that were no good. Yeah, you do see them. You know, you got to look out for the stupid counterfeiters who make an 1888 CC or an 1887 CC. I mean, there were no CCs that year. This is like a no-brainer, you know. But you'll see an 83, then you look at it, I look at the strike, you look at the color of it, and like I said, you know, I keep this one here. Real, fake.
So,
Fake holder, too.
and this looks like a fake holder, but obviously it's like one of the garage graders,
yeah,
right?
well, they couldn't make it into PGA in the beginning. So they figured, let's stop playing golf and let's go into grading coins. Maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, right.
I kept it in there only because it's a novel kind one. And
Oh yeah, keep it in there.
and the grading is not bad. This is 3, I think it's a 2. But it's not going to shake the pillars of heaven. In an 82 cc, the difference is $10 on that coin, on gray sheet.
There's a collector base out there, guy, for old garage graders and like less than well-known graders out there. People love them. Yeah. Somebody, you're gonna find the right buyer for that, I'm sure. Maybe not so much for the counterfeit. That's a good education, but
Well, I'm looking for somebody who's going to buy that
this is
that
fake.
off date. I showed this once before.
What is this?
Now this price doesn't hold anymore. This is the error where this says 2007 W, half ounce proof, but the date isn't 7.
Looks like an Ocho.
Yeah, 2008. That's a perfect coin, and it's signed. Wrong date. You know,
Oops.
NGC holder.
You know, they get busy over there at you know, these grading
I'm
companies.
going to put this up. I'm going to put this up for auction.
Yeah.
When I go to fun in well, in about 6 weeks we do fun, and I'm going to give this to Great Collections, and I'll say start at this price, and let's see if we can't run it up another $100 over that or something of that nature,
That'd be cool.
and we'll see where it goes from there.
You'll let us know in the next video?
Well, we won't. I won't give it to them until I go to fun, so it probably wouldn't sell until the end of July, but we'll keep
We'll see
track
each other
of it.
before then, yeah.
Certainly,
Hopefully.
certainly.
God willing. Very cool. What about just other piece dollars and Morgan dollars? Maybe not the key dates,
Peace
but just
dollars. I sold all the 21s and 28s I had, and now I just picked up. I bought a book the other day,
I'm guilty of that.
and I had another 21 and 28 in it.
I took a couple. Whoa! Seated and trade dollars, guy.
Oh yeah, I got a couple of very low grade
yeah,
ones.
You just forgot about that, huh?
Yeah.
Still cool stuff.
See, this one has been cleaned. This coin is like an AU.
Those are old coins.
I mean, look at the stars. Look at the detail. But it's priced accordingly. I mean,
Any stamping to it?
no stamp marks,
So
no
cool.
chop marks.
So cool, guy. These are often counterfeited too, right?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Probably half of them.
Man. Look at the seated dollars, guy.
Nice low grade ones, cleaned, whatever they may have, but they're very reasonably priced. It's one of the first years.
1846 New Orleans.
I saw the New Orleans Mint when I went to New Orleans.
Did you?
Yeah.
How was it?
Last April. Well, it's not the Mint anymore. It's a museum now. But we
Oh.
drove past it. It's an interesting place, New Orleans.
Did you Mardi Gras while you were over there?
No, but we went by where Anne Rice writes books, you know, The Vampire, Lestat, and Anne Rice lives down there. Lived down there. I think Sandra Bullock lives down there too. The Garden District, it's called. Very interesting, very New Orleans looking.
Did you see Sandra Bullock while you're down there?
No, I like Sandra
I
Bullock.
just wonder if there's going to be a new
She's
Speed
cool.
movie, you know?
I wanted him to make a sequel to Practical Magic.
Okay.
Practical Magic. That was one of my favorite movies.
I don't know that I watched that one.
Oh yeah, both my girls were in that.
Guy, I saw some stuff missing when I came in the shop. I was
Oh,
walking around, it was over here.
okay.
It seemed like that case was kind of, I don't know, like you moved some stuff.
I sold all of the ancients.
Oh, yeah?
I had a big order.
Right down
Person
here.
contacted me looking for ancients, and I put together, and I'm going to be on the hunt. When I go to fun, I'm going to talk to the ancient people. I've got some specific, the ancients are here. I had 3 full pages of ancients.
Well, this seems sparse over here, though.
Pieces are moving. I mean, people come in.
Yeah.
People are coming in buying individual coins. They still buy. I mean, I got a whole rack of British coins over there.
Where's that over here? You don't have any British fans?
I don't know. I mean, they don't, I don't know. I mean, that's a pretty cool piece. Nice and early, a shilling.
Yeah.
This is cool. The Queen Mum.
Cool stuff, guy.
That's the King. This is what, 18? I think isn't this George III? Old George.
We'll have to see if this new coin or new king
Yeah,
stays on
this
their
is-
coinage very
this is
long.
George III, yeah. That's old George III.
You got some actual, what do you got? You got gold bars down there, guy. I can see them.
These are gold bars.
Look
No,
at-
those are just empty
Huh?
boxes.
Oh, really?
Those are just to entice
I
you.
thought you found those from Fort
Some
Knox or something.
high-end German ones,
Let
too.
me see.
They got all kinds of
Look at
stuff. There's another one.
Cool stuff, man.
It doesn't move that much. I really believe there are more British and Canadian collectors in the United States than there are in Britain and Canada. I just don't see them move. I mean, you get a whole rack here. There's probably $3,000 worth of coins here. I'm lucky I sell 2 a year. And I have, like I said, I have room.
It's weird too because it sounds like the people from like Britain and stuff are constantly saying how expensive their coins are, how expensive their precious metals are over there. You'd think that they would want to try to do business over here and grab some stuff at a discount.
I almost moved a book I had on British coins. A guy almost pulled the trigger, and I made it, matter of fact, because I put this away every night, because there's a lot of money in
Trip
these
on
books.
these things here.
Here you go. This book is all Britain. Okay?
Okay.
There are, I don't know, 200? Probably 200 pieces, and they run all different prices. I know I did the math on it. There's like $5,500 retail here. Okay? There's like $5,500. There's a lot of nice, hard to find coins.
Jeez. It's like 2 ounces of gold almost.
Yeah, I mean, look at some of these I'm seeing here. Not too bad. Some are $10, some are $300. Some I just didn't put in plastic.
Rare. 1796, huh? Look how old
Yeah.
that is.
Yeah, 1784. These are more like trade. These are trade coins.
These are hard to see when
Yeah.
they're all dark like that. And then the glare. It says token on it though. huh?
Yeah, these are tokens.
That's cool.
But they're rare and they're hard to come by. But there's as I said, there's hundreds here. It's like 5,500. I offered to a guy for 3,000. I'll take 3,000. I'll pay the credit card and I'll ship it. I'm not shipping it to England, but too much problems with that. There's $50 coins. It's just something that, you know, if you deal in coins, foreign coins, and you travel or whatever it may be, there's a lot of product here. There's a lot of early stuff. I have pages like this of French coins, Italian. I think I have 2 pages of Italian. 1912. I mean, these are nice high-end ones, nice graded ones. Interesting, some bigger ones.
Some cool stuff.
1917, 29 bucks. That's cheap. But if you buy the whole book, that comes down to like $18.
There's a collector out there
I mean,
for something.
As I said, I have something like this. I put this away every night. I don't leave it out. You never know. Trying times, desperate people, kind of thing.
Well, people are going to get more and more desperate, aren't they? Things don't seem like they're in the up and up right now.
I don't know where the world is headed. It makes me, as I said, as a father and a grandfather, I'm fearful for the next generations coming up because of what I see, and I think a lot of people are. You can call that anything you want, but you can't be settled with what you see. It's a black eye to my country. That's what counts.
Mm-hmm.
That bothers me.
Well, it bothers a lot of people. You're not alone on that by any means.
But another summer's in front of us. I do have a couple of rings for sale. Today is Tara's birthday.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Happy birthday to Tara, huh?
Yeah, I don't know how old she is. I don't know. I think I was a wee child.
She's around my age, I know that.
Yeah. But
they're pretty. How much for this one, guy?
That one ain't for sale.
Not for sale.
That one's not for sale. These I got as part of a trade.
It was a good trade, I'm sure.
I picked it up in a trade. The guy wanted gold for gold.
I've always wanted a Dos Pesos ring.
Yeah, well, this one is, I guess it's about a size 9.
Super cool. Oh, come on, man. I can't get the focus. There we go. Dos Pesos. It's cool. Feels good, too.
Yeah,
nice and thick.
Pretty heavy. This one's heavier. This one is running 9.2 pennyweight. So this is about 14 grams.
Oh, I can't lift it. Oh.
That one's 14 grams.
It definitely feels a lot heavier.
This one is about 11 and a half.
I mean, you don't want to get punched in the face with one of these
Plus
things.
this has a bigger gold coin in it.
Yeah, it's heavy.
This one's 4.8%. That one's 6% of an ounce. It's just a coin.
Those are not going to last long, guy.
No, I don't think they will. That's why people ask to see more jewelry.
Somebody's going to call up.
We don't show a whole lot
and they're
of
going
it.
to be like, hey, let's make a deal. That's what they're going to do.
We can make a deal. Come in for it is the best way.
Is that the best deals, guy? They come in, they talk to you for 2 hours, and in order to get rid of them, you're like, you know what, just take it.
Just take it. Next.
Just take it from me. Man, I saw this proof-like Morgan while you were talking out of the corner of my eye. That thing is beautiful.
I sold a nice proof-like
right here.
78 today.
Only 89 bucks. And like it was shining like in the video. Where did it go? Yeah, right there. Whew. That thing is awesome. For cheap too.
I got a couple of 8-tail feather. 8-tail. These are net because they got little problems. Probably clean, but nice high grades.
That's cool.
Reverse of 78. 8-tail feather, 8-tail feather.
When you say net, give us what you're talking about.
I usually write net because that means I discounted it because it has some kind of it has a imperfection, let's just say.
Okay.
In many cases, it's been cleaned, or that's the reason I would write net on it. Or if there's a rim damage, I write net on it. And I drop things, a grade or two, depending on what the problem is.
Gotcha. This has spectacular toning on it.
Yeah.
Look at that.
This
How are these still in the
too.
store?
Look at that.
You see that one? Oh yeah, the luster. It's got double cartwheels. It's so much luster.
I know you like the toning. That's got some nice toning.
It does. It's pretty. Off the record, I already spent way too much money in your store before I even started this video.
So we're not even showing those products.
No, don't even show those.
You took them already.
They gone. Yeah, that's pretty stuff. How are those still in the store,
I mean, silver dollars, they're very popular. They sell. Bullion sells, but it's been a little quiet. I probably have 300 Eagles in stock. That's probably more than I've had all year. As I said, there's more people that need money than are still investing and moving forward.
All right, when silver went to $32 an ounce, more people were selling silver to you or buying it?
Selling.
They were out.
Yeah.
You know, also, Guy, apparently a lot of people are dropping the paper silver like crazy, right? It was flooding the market with sellers.
The
And so,
ETFs.
yeah, so a lot of people
Yeah.
are thinking that that's where the pricing is going like today.
I've said before, that affects the whole market because some big guy, you know, some guy in his basement just dropped 10 million ounces or a million ounces, and he affect the whole market. They've got to separate physical gold and silver from the digital. I've been saying that for 5 years now, but nobody listens to me in DC. I don't know what it is.
Might be a better place if they listen to you in DC, huh?
Well, they got to listen to the people, and the people who are in the streets, the people who, you know, see what's going on here.
Well, Guy, what are we going to do?
Well, we're going to persevere, as Americans have always done. They carry on about the economy, and look what Biden has done. No, the economy is going strong in spite of him. That's a fact. In spite of him, it's going strong because that's the American ingenuity and perseverance. And the Americans love an underdog. And they may have created a monster now. They may have shot themselves in the foot.
Well, we need a monster.
They don't like people being ganged up on. And as I said, I have no reason to spend another penny in Manhattan. I love New York, I really do. I've been there many, 50, 70 times in my life. I never got to go back.
You grew up there.
I did.
Yeah.
We're right next door, and I've been there many, many times. I just think it was a travesty, and I mean, it's just like a certain group of people. You know, what goes around comes around, and what comes around goes around. There's going to be a day of reckoning, and they say you weaponize this kind of thing, it can be used on both sides, really can. But that isn't what's supposed to be. I mean, a person's supposed to be able to present his case, speak, and they don't let somebody bring up, experts in certain topics weren't allowed to speak. I mean, their fingers were on, their whole foot was on the scale. I mean, it was just a travesty.
You know,
There were those gloating, but
one
it's a travesty.
of the things that was said is, you know, it happened to me, it could happen to you, and that's the scary part, right? That's what people.
And if it happens to a billionaire who could have had $10 billion more now,
that's what people on either side should have the most concern over. It could happen to anybody.
exactly, it can happen to anyone. And I'm afraid that's what, it's the stuff you read about in the papers. It's, it's Orwellian, it's, Big Brother. It's Machiavelli. My God, it is so Machiavelli. I found it interesting when Biden announced that he was going to debate Trump twice, June 25th. And this is a man who right now is hooked up to a gurney and IVs, I believe. You see him disappear the last 3 or 4. He only works half a week anyway. Here's a guy who throws a gauntlet down because he wants to debate Trump. Because I think he knew already the fix was in. This is my opinion. He's never going to debate Trump. I don't believe he will ever debate Trump. He's going to find a reason because of this to step back and point figures and carry on. I mean, it's a sad situation. It really is. I don't believe he's ever going to, debate him. I think the fix was in and they knew ahead of time. And that's sad. That's sad.
That is sad. Guy, let's do this again sometime. Want to?
God bless America, greatest country in the world. Have a wonderful summer. We will speak again.
Thanks, Guy.
Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Well, hello everybody. I seek to educate and entertain through my journey of collecting coins and stacking precious metals. I encourage you to subscribe and please stay with me on this journey. I am Spegtacular, the Silver Stacular.
You know, when I was a kid, we did this every day in school, and I believe we need to bring this back a little bit, and I'm going to start right now. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.